What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premier sports podcast, talking sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. I'm here with my man Kenny.
What's happening?
You got my man Cole, Ronald Cole in the back.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? No face, no case. You know what I'm saying?
No
Mr. Wizard Kelly.
Mr. Wizard Kelly.
Yes, sir.
You know. And don't forget, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts at: Spotify, Apple, YouTube. YouTube too. Amazon, iHeart, anywhere. Monday, 5 p.m. And the only way you can get us and see us, you just got to hit the button, man. Hit the subscribe button, and so you can not miss any of this great sports content we've been dropping. We've been dropping a lot, man. And comment, share, like, you know what I'm saying? Let us know what we're doing. Let us know if we don't know what we're talking about. Let Ron know he know who we're talking about with the Jason Tatum tape. But, you know, it is what it is. That's peace.
Yeah, that's peace for sure.
Hey, sometimes you just don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Kenny ain't welcome to Japan. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. We out here. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? We here for it all. You know?
Still get these takes off.
Right, they ain't stopping nothing.
So catch us every Monday, 5 p.m. wherever you get your podcast at, and on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, if you want to see our beautiful faces while we talk about sports. Right.
Let's do it.
All right. So first things first, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into it. It's been about a couple of weeks now, but you know what I'm saying? We want to talk about it since, you know, this person was part of our lives for a good little minute, especially in college. Skip leaving FS1. You know, Skip Bayless is calling it quits, stepping down from Undisputed. Even with the good and the bad with Skip, right? Skip did like usher in a generation of sports media for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember Cold Pizza. When he started Cold Pizza, it was really like a morning talk show, debate, topics, bringing up certain things. I'm gonna be on the other side of it. You know, real good content. You know, and he started First Take with no guests. You know what I'm saying? That's what he tried to do Undisputed, I think. And it didn't really work out what he had because he was really had a revolving door of guests. I mean,
he had a little trial session.
Had Chris Broussard come through.
Mm-hmm.
Had my man Rob Parker come through. So he said what he said.
Oh yeah. Jalen Rose.
Jalen Rose came through. Stephen A was usually up first. You know, Stephen A was Wednesdays.
Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Just Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. First Take. Great topic show when it first started, man. They really were diving into some real topics. One thing I will say, Skip was never scared of talking about race. He was not scared to talk about that. He would definitely bring that up. What else, Skip? Right. Even if you disagree with him,
yeah,
he would stay 10 toes down on the tape. Like that Tim Tebow stuff, I'm like, bro, he cannot believe that Tim Tebow is this nice.
Right. Yeah. LeBron hate, you know, never was like unfounded why you hate LeBron so much.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. His infinity for Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, just controversy. And it mirrored well just for the time it happened too, you know, being like added into social media phase we were, you know, age we were moving into to where takes was just happening at a rapid pace and you can have like in real time commentary about just topics. You know what I'm saying? So it was just his comments were, you know, usually you just wait for like news headlines, at least it used to be back in the day. But at least you can have real dialogue and real commentary about what he was saying on TV, which really just pushed him into another stratosphere as far as sports commentators and sports analysts go. You know, and just in that ilk for itself. So he was just dominating in that field. Yeah,
and then like, you know what I'm saying, even at the First Take level, Undisputed had a run. I mean, that run with Shannon was a good run. I think that's when it kind of turned more from sports take to more like entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for
sure. Undisputed was more entertainment than sports take. That's why I said I like the old First Take a little bit more because it was like sports take with facts and some stats behind it. Even if you twisted the stats to make them agree with your take, at least it was stats behind it. Undisputed became more the entertainment side of it, but you know, still a good show. It was it ran a good show. I watched it a couple times. kind of went away from it towards the end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's no like, there's no like. I'm gonna say it now. There's no Stephen A. Smith at First Take if it wasn't for Skip bringing him on.
Oh yeah.
That was Skip's show.
Yeah.
Because Stephen A. was let go,
Yes.
and then Skip brought him back. So
Skip brought him back. So this Stephen A. y'all know, like, to be all over reporting about everything. You know, First Take, that early First Take days, and Wednesdays. Which one, I'm not gonna lie, Stephen A. sold it, did his part when he had his chance. Because them Wednesdays were big days. People used to like really be around their junk or tuned in on Wednesdays when Stephen A. came through.
That round table was very very popular after that, after First Take really took off. Like, I think, was it First Things First? Starting to, take that self seat. Like, a lot of shows got to copy and paste that
yeah, like First Things First copied it. What's some other shows? His and Hers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same thing. Same thing. That round table discussion with some guests.
Yeah.
Get Up. Get Up is kind of modeled right after
First Take.
The early First Take shows.
Exactly.
It's like 4 people. They just have more people at the desk, but that show is literally modeled. Like how they go to the board and do their rankings. Skip used to do his power rankings, or not Skip, but Marcellus was over there. He would do his power rankings, and Skip would come switch it all around. Speak for Yourself is a straight direction for First Takes. Like, it's a lot of shows out here that are First Take sons. Just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be some of your favorite shows y'all might watch would not exist. Even some of y'all podcasts that y'all watch. Even like what we're doing right here.
Yeah.
It's still modeled after the First Take debate type. Give your take, how I feel about your take. Now it's involved to how I feel about somebody else's take. It's not even on my show.
Now we doing recaps of the recap.
Exactly. So it basically changed how sports were talked about. Like, not talked about just off a highlight or a box score. It was like, hey, this is how I feel about this game. Do you agree or do you disagree?
Yeah, I think it's also like a good mesh of culture. My bad, Ron. Yeah. It was also like a good mesh of culture too, because you taking like what usually would be like barbershop talk or like barbershop debates, and you putting it in primetime television as far as how much we delve into sports and how like strongly we would stand on our favorite sports figure or athlete or stat or team or era. A multitude of times we would stand so firm on that, and you actually have that. So when you have Skip from, I think, Texas born, right? Texas kid?
Yeah, he's from Texas.
From Texas, yeah.
Yeah, Texas kid.
So the Dallas Star, I think.
Right? Yeah, writer. He was a writer. That you bring him, and then you mesh him with people like Lil Wayne, Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, Jalen Roses. It's just people from different backgrounds, whatever. It's
helped Ben Simmons build this whole platform.
So
he left First Take, and Bill Simmons, not Ben Simmons, because he don't play basketball no more.
Nah.
Oh, that's hate.
We don't mention Ben Simmons either.
But Bill Simmons, like, he basically left and built.
He just said he was gonna be healthy for the season. I just remember seeing something that said that Ben Simmons was gonna be ready for the season. Yeah. I was like, what are we talking?
Right.
My bad.
Greatest offseason player
ever, bro. Ever. But anyway, Bill Simmons, kind of, when he got, I don't know if he got the boot from ESPN, or he kind of just left ESPN because of contract dispute, whatever.
Yeah.
He kind of took that and built his writer platform / online site after, kind of like on a debate style show with opinion pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, First Take, I feel like, brought the light to opinions. You know what I'm saying? And more people opinions. Could, like Kenny said, barbershop opinion. Let's bring it to it and let's debate.
And even add in like the mediators that was sitting in on these shows from First Take as well, end up having like their own show, like your Joys, your help me out.
Joy was my First Take.
Was it
Colin Coward?
Was it Molly? Who am I thinking about?
Molly's still there. You got Carrie
Champion.
Thank you.
Jamel Hill.
Thank you. Yeah. Jamel was moderator for a little while.
She was going to be the original moderator, and they chose somebody else. Yeah.
I remember Carrie.
They even had Jay Crawford.
Jay Crawford was up there for a minute. He went back to ESPN.
Yeah.
Went back to Sports Center, I meant to say. Michelle Beal was on there.
Exactly.
But now look at the avenues they end up going down, stemming from First Take too.
Right.
So it contributed a lot to just sports shows, sports analysis, all those things. Is like it just can't be short.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a pretty, but a damn good resume as far as what the mark and the impression he left on there. And that's just the positive side to it. I don't know if you got any hate for Skip too. We can get that off here too.
A little bit. Got to. That's what it's about. I don't know what I'm talking. I don't know what I'm talking about sports, bro. IDK Sports Pod.
But
before we get the hate off, let Ron get this piece in.
But speaking of Skip, like I'm just saying, but that it came at the right time. But I think that also ushered in what we were saying today, where is a bunch of analysts and media personalities that were giving their takes, and it went from facts and backing up with your opinion to now just entertainment, and I'm making a newsworthy headline. So now you see the players, your Paul Georges, your Jeff Teagues, your Draymond Greens, all these players are taking the power back and starting their podcasts and starting to become analysts on different things, because you have people like Skip who sometimes will now give opinions that didn't merit any fact. So now I think we're starting to see a change where First Take is starting to die down. Skip, as we know, is no longer going to be undisputed after in the summer, and I think that as great as he was, I think that debating style for what we used to love and know is not.
It's entertainment.
Yeah, it's not what people want to see anymore.
Yeah.
We want to hear from the people who actually played and have their takes. We want to get inside of the game. Even the brief moment that LeBron and JJ Redick had, people wanted to see the insight from people who actually played and not Skip Bayless. Speaking of that, one of the most memorable moments of Skip Bayless, one of his shows, I think it was First Take when Jalen Rose was on there. Y'all remember that?
Man, Water Pistol Pete.
Yeah. And I think that was like one of the turning points. Honestly, as great as Skip is, and Skip.
But they were talking crazy about before then, though. They was talking, making up nicknames. They called my man Westbrook.
Westbrook. Yeah.
It got reckless. And like, where's that line where like you try to entertain, but then you're also
insulting?
Yeah, you become offensive. Yeah.
Like Skip. That's why some people are happy about Skip being gone. Because Skip will say some crazy stuff. He talked junk about Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
He talked junk about
Bosh Spice.
Yeah, he had before he calmed down when Jalen Rose got to check them. And speaking of that, you got checked by Ryan Clark. You know, that's all friends now. But he said, you remember that.
I was also heavy on Richard Sherman too. I remember Richard Sherman showed up on First Take and cut up a little bit.
Yeah.
You need them hard reality checks too.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody above that.
Exactly.
So Skip got his issue too. As much as he was talking, he got his issue too on the same end. So it was fair.
Yeah.
It was fair.
So like, that's some of the negative things. Some players don't like him because like, I know LeBron ain't, caring about Skip, the way he did Skip. The way Skip did LeBron. Like, I think some of that hate was just to keep the show going. I gotta have this narrative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like everything that man did was like, it was never him. It wasn't that good. Like sometimes Skip would drive a point too much where it wasn't. At some point, it's like, hey, bro, stop kicking a dead horse or kicking it down the road.
Push the conversation.
It was, I don't know, mixed reactions with Skip being gone. I ain't gonna lie, I stopped watching. First Take and Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? All together. Like, I listen to other sports podcasts. I listen to other stuff. Like I said, I'm more player-heavy sports podcast, not Draymond Greens, because, it is what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's hate.
All hate.
But I think once I saw them really turn to entertainment based with sports shows, even though we got ours, the IDK Sports Pod. I am giving an opinion on stuff. You might not agree with my opinion, but some of this is gonna come with some research. Like now, they stop even watching the games, but they just watching highlights and not even prepared. Now they're coming there just to talk, and that's what made me stop wanting to watch these shows. I don't know if y'all feel that way. Me personally, I feel like they just came there to talk. The guests come there just to talk.
Yeah.
They just come up there to talk. and then like they talk about the same things because they don't look at anything else.
Yeah, I think the biggest culprit of that is I'm just saying Kendrick Perkins. I listen to him on Get Up. I listen to him on First Take, and he's one of the person who got the hire because of his merit, because he played, but he gets up there with no research and just talks. And I think with First Take, why you probably don't watch it, why Kenny probably don't watch it, is because you have a bunch of different analysts that are going to these platforms and not doing any research. So now it's just becoming an entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a takeoff. Let me get a headline.
So give me a text so you can watch my podcast later.
Exactly. So I just think that for those shows to kind of get back to where they were, they have to start getting some real research, some real facts, and leading with actual stats and not just, a take just to get like, I don't know, shock value.
Right. So that's yeah, my bad.
That's it.
Yeah, so that's like, and that's where going back to Skip, where the credibility at least was there as far as, well, I mean, he did a little outlandish, of course,
Yeah.
but it still was met with some level of journalism and research that was behind it. Now, Progressive Forge, where you got, more player-led discussions, more players are also having podcasts and doing, making takes as well, just as heavily as the fans and the analysis are, is that it's, we kind of losing that reliability to who the speaker is or to who is driving the narrative.
Right.
It's like having that, I don't know, just that, removing all bias from it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is like if we can just remove that bias, that's why we need those third party people like Skip or like can be someone like Greeny, who don't have no allegiance anywhere, to where they can kind of give you just a full, unadulterated take, but with research behind it.
But that's why Get Up works now with Greeny. Greeny is a fan. I mean, he tells you he's a fan. He surrounds himself around sports people.
He love the Jets.
And then he'll have a fan. He'll have his fan take. With fans, they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll say all this, but this is what fans want to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that part. But, like, I knew it was going
entertainment
based when Richard Hollins. When Richard Hollins came up there.
Ryan Hollins.
It let Ryan, whatever his name is, he ain't that important. Got up there, and he was just spewing off. They let him spew off all kind of crazy takes for about a week straight.
Yeah.
Kept saying some stupid stuff just to say stuff. And it's like, I get having a hot take, but at least make your hot take make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like for example, with shows, people were talking about your Jason Tatum take and your Jaylen Brown take. Jaylen Brown did win Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you might not agree, but you can tell I did some research. I looked at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, like some of these sports shows just be like, I'm gonna get up here and talk, and I'm gonna say something crazy. Like Austin Rivers said something crazy last week. Then went to his podcast to explain. Stephen A, I think, says a lot of crazy stuff so you can get him to watch his podcast. Mm-hmm. I think it's just went to like, oh, I'm gonna get the shock value, then I'm gonna get people to come to my podcast. That's something. Now that could be a money ploy, it could be this, but I think that's what's killing these shows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I first one to come to mind, and I hate it because he's an Eagles Hall of Famer, but
Shady a hater.
Shady McCoy, bro, you a hater. You a hater, bro.
Shady a hater, bro.
You a hater, bro.
Shady is a hater.
Mind you, I'm an Eagles fan for life, but Shady, you a hater, bro. Like
talking about EB.
You dumping on Dak. It's like
talk crap about.
But that's my point. And when it starts moving to a place where it's just like, oh, this person nice or this person trash, but of course I know because I'm a professional athlete. It's like, in a way, Skip, not even in a way, if Skip was going to say somebody didn't perform well, it was with some research behind it. Getting back to the main point, is that it came with some type of, crushing of the numbers. Some data had to be pulled to support this argument. But if I'm only showing up here off the merit, like Brown was saying, just because I'm, a former athlete or former pro, just to say somebody's nice or trash, because I know I got a pod dropping this week, I'm not listening to that, bro. I'm not. There's no credentials to show it. All you just sound like to me is a hater. And I can't do that. And you may say, well, we ain't listening to you. You just an average. Okay, but at least I'm going to tell you, a few details of why I'm saying it. I ain't for no incentive based here. We just average guys talking sports.
Hey, premier sports talk.
But I think that's the structure now. Like now that you talk about it, if you think about any show, speak for yourself. They got the third party, Joy Taylor in there.
Right.
Then you got color commentary.
Better than theirs, though.
Exactly. Because
a lot of the time.
But the people who are like Joy Taylor have they don't have bias. So you have the color commentary, which is Shady McCoy. He's going to give you the takes that's going to grab the social media headlines.
Talk about the other man. Talk about the other man. Talk about your man.
Yeah, Acho. I mean, he's also he corny, but
shout him out.
Hey,
That's another one. Man in the world. That's another one.
He wants to be the smartest. Yeah, he's like kind of like Stephen A. or wants to be kind of like Stephen A. where he is now. But going back to that, with Undisputed right now, the color commentary is Paul Pierce. He's the guy who's going to give you the
off the wall.
But he can't be on FS1.
Like, Rachel Nichols going to be
He can't say that.
Exactly. You can't say that. But I'm just saying, like, every show is built like that. Kendrick Perkins on First Take. Then you're gonna have Molly's gonna be the moderator, or honestly the best person now that actually can give real takes and backs it up with stats. I think Brian Clark and Dan Orlovsky are probably the two best player analysts out now.
The Colin show,
especially Dan Orlovsky, because he breaks down
Dan Orlovsky. Yeah, he be sometimes talking about throws that he never could make, too.
And see, but then we sound like haters, right?
Yeah.
Because my next comment was going to be, all right, yeah, what do I know? I'm just an average fan on the couch every Sunday, right? But also, you can't. If we're being fair, you can't critique no Mahomes.
Right.
If we're being fair, my boy, you ain't Emmitt Smith or you ain't Barry. Like, if we being
Ryan, I'll give Ryan his credit though. Ryan was out there.
Ryan played.
Hold on.
Won a ring.
But also,
you want Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, you know where I'm going. Hold tight.
Get your head off, bro.
I got something for the state.
Okay, Ryan Clark was good.
Yeah.
He was cool, right?
He was a great player.
He was 12-year career out there.
It was great. Yeah. What was his most notable team?
Steelers.
The Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then it was one. I think he's back there. He's a safety, right?
Yeah. Back there with who?
He's a safety, right?
Yeah. Who's he back there?
Yeah, back there. But yeah, a Hall of Famer. A Hall of Famer.
What was Troy at?
Hall of Famer?
What was Troy at?
Being a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. What was Troy at?
Being a Hall of Famer.
Troy do all that stuff he done without Ryan being the safety valve. Because Pittsburgh defense weren't the same without Ryan being
That's not true.
Good point.
That's not true.
Good point.
They had a staunch front seven. Don't say that. Staunch front seven.
We're not talking about
Brian Clark was a Pro Bowler.
That secondary.
He made the Pro Bowl.
Is that secondary?
Could
Troy freelance how he freelance?
Yeah, they let him
without Ryan Clark without having confidence that Ryan Clark was going to be.
There had to be a post player. Yes, there had to be a post player. And
so could you say it's high take? Could you say that Ryan Clark allowed Troy to be Troy? Ryan Clark had to crawl for Troy to walk.
Good point.
That's crazy. No. If that's the case, no, and I'm gonna smoke your ass right here. If that was the case, he would have made Ike Taylor better.
He did.
How many Pro Bowls Ike Taylor go to?
Look it up.
Research it.
How many years Ike Taylor played?
How many
Ike Taylor played? It's heavy too. But that's heavy. You have that. That's a heavy eight. But how long Ike Taylor played?
I got the other corner that was on the other side. I forgot his name right now.
He never made a Pro Bowl.
Okay.
Why didn't he make everybody else Hall of Famers too?
If Ryan Clark is not back there cleaning up stuff in the secondary, he was a great tackler, and he covered better. And he was a coverage guy. Back there playing that deep zone. That secondary, if anybody else was back there that couldn't do what Ryan Clark did, Troy could not do all the stuff he did. Troy was all he ever playing deep.
No. Troy needed that for him to play his style of football.
He needed
That's what I'm saying. In the grand scheme of a difficult defense.
And in the way Ike Taylor was a physical corner, he wasn't getting killed. You talking about another corner.
You just say he never made it to the Pro Bowl, right?
A lot of players don't make Pro Bowl. He was a good player.
And that's what I'm saying. We just talked about good and elite, right?
I ain't never said he was elite.
You just played next to an elite person. And also, I'm talking about Ryan Clark. You played next to an elite player.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I'm not saying he's trash.
You basically was.
I'm not saying he's trash. It's also, there was other great corners playing during the same time he played. Great safeties, excuse me.
Who was better than Ryan?
Better than, at his time?
At free safety. Not strong. Give me a free safety.
At free safety, off the top of my head, Bob was strong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Bob was strong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Free. Damn, I'm not thinking right now. My man off the Bears, he was better. I can't remember his name right now. During his time, that played for the Bears, I can't remember his name. That's what I'm saying. I can't stick too much to this point.
Right?
That's peace. We were just talking about him as a sportscaster. We were talking about him as a sportscaster.
Go ahead.
I can't. My man off the Patriots during that time. He was better. I can't think of his name right now.
What's his name? Shout him out.
No, that's it.
It wasn't Rodney. The Rodney was strong. Shout out to Free. Who was the Free?
I can't remember that name
exactly.
Right now. Just because they ain't got a podcast right now, that's why we don't remember.
No, that's hate.
My only
that's hate.
You don't think Ryan Clark would have drifted off into obscurity?
No.
Had he not had a podcast? No. We still talking about Ryan Clark? We don't have a podcast right now?
Yes, I would. On that defense, yes.
Are we still talking about Joey Porter?
Huh?
You still talking about Joey Porter, right?
Talking about Joey Porter every now and again.
Every now and again?
Because the son played for the Steelers.
Moving on, man.
We talking about Harrison.
He don't need no podcast.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. The greats don't really need a podcast, for real. I mean, I'm with you on that.
We ain't gotta talk. We ain't gotta talk a good game.
Right.
We don't an elite player don't have to talk a good game. My game already spoke for me.
Exactly.
So when you get up here and you start giving takes and just want to call somebody trash, or they wouldn't have been able to hang in my era. Why?
Right.
Why? You wasn't the man in your fucking era.
That's like JJ Redick saying,
safety, but that's okay. That's peace.
Nah, I can't think right now. Exactly. I ain't got it on top of my head, bro. You know, like anywho, and this is all circling back to the main point. I'm not calling Ryan Clark trash.
Hey, it sounds like it,
but it sounds.
You say that man wasn't the man in his fucking era.
He was the Sean Golson.
What's the socials?
Remember the Sean Golson?
Yeah, we ain't never go to the pivot.
Never.
You remember the Sean Golson?
Who was that?
Exactly. He was a safety for the Niners. Had about the same as many illegal hits that Ryan Clark had. That's all they did. Run around.
I'm saying, a Hall of Famer couldn't be a Hall of Famer without Ryan Clark.
All right, go ahead. That's peace. Let me find my phone now. You're playing.
But he still has classification. I feel like to talk on certain subjects. Just like, maybe not Dan Orlovsky as much, but clearly he's
a more elite. Dan Orlovsky is best known for running out the back of the end zone.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna find them again.
I mean, hey man, shout out to Skip and his future endeavors. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, just like sport media wise, I think everybody's about to miss the boat besides my man Colin Cohert, because my man Colin Cohert is out here getting all the sports podcasts under his platform. Yeah. He had the foresight to go from radio. Say, okay, sports is on the radio. He started on the radio. So okay, you're on the radio.
I think I found one too.
You know, I got him too. Dan Sharper, my man off the Bears, Mike Brown.
Bring up Dan Sharper on this podcast like that. You know he did.
I'm talking
that
about.
Man still.
I'm talking
that
about
man
that.
Still locked up.
That boy
crazy.
That boy went on a worldwide tour. Freaky boy.
Yeah,
he just stayed there inside.
69 guns.
You over here bringing up here fellas and stuff.
Oh, and wait, my dog. And Reed was a freak. Stop it. Stop it. And Brian was a freak.
Brian Dawkins.
Brian was a freak. Brian was a freak.
You want to play?
Yo, no.
Dude.
No, that's what
I'm an Eagles fan.
I know. Brian played. No, you're an Eagles fan, but you also know football, right?
Brian was a freak.
Brian played like a free safety.
Brian, did he play like a free safety?
Was Brian really a free safety? They might have it as listed, but was Brian a free safety?
And to what we know free safeties to be, like D1, D4.
Was Brian a free safety?
1D.
Go.
No, not to what we know.
Thank you. Was Ed a free safety?
Ed was a free. 1D.
Early free. Early Ed.
Ed, no, don't play with Ed like that.
Early
1D. 1D.
Early Ed.
Ask Peyton. That's Tom. They know. But again, none of these people that we mentioned got on podcasts because they don't need it.
Ed wanted to be.
They don't need
Ed
it.
wanted to be a head coach, but you know.
Like I said, I can only speak for them as, you know, athletes that I grew up watching. He wasn't free.
You trying to get that off?
He wasn't free.
Yeah, you might have got that off on Ron.
And Mike Brown. That's what I said. My man from the Bears. He was better. He was better than him.
That's crazy. Mike Brown was better than Ron Clark.
Yes.
I give you.
Yes. Yes.
Nice piece.
Adrian Amos, Cardinals. I can keep.
All right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there was better players during his time.
We're never gonna be on the pivot. Ever.
You want to talk about linebackers that was better than Channing Crowder since we're not going?
Oh, I know.
Yeah. You want to talk about running backs that was better than Fred?
Fred should be in Hall of Fame.
Nah, Fred can talk.
I'm saying,
Fred can talk.
okay,
Fred should be in Hall
I'm
of Fame.
saying, it's the fact is, and
I forgot Shannon Crowder played linebacker for a little while.
my thing is,
He played at Alabama too. I forgot
and
that.
to be fair, all these guys that I'm mentioning, great players.
Yes.
Great players.
Clean it up.
You know what I'm saying? But they're not even the type of cats I'm even like referring to towards our main discussion. I'm not talking about them when I say that.
Dan.
I'm talking about your Dans or
Trent Dilford.
oh, for sure. He shit. I don't know where the hell that Dilford Dime segment came from, but my dog.
He got a ring. Super Bowl.
On what team?
On the Ravens.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
2000s, right?
Yeah,
That 2000 team, right?
one of the best defensive teams of all time.
And who was on that 2000 defense?
Yeah, Ray Lewis.
Saragusa. I know.
Yeah, Reed.
Ed. You know, Suggs on that team.
Mm.
That's a nice team. Then you had Jamal Lewis at the running back.
Fire.
My man Todd Heap.
Mhm.
Todd in. A good team.
It was all right, right?
It was
Team was pretty good, right?
It's good.
Yeah, I know.
Can't take away that ring, man.
I know.
Shout out.
Dilfer's Dimes.
Shout out to the pivot, bro. You can invite me and Ron. You need Ken now.
Teddy Bruschi. You know what I'm saying?
Again, Teddy Bruschi. He's nice.
Yeah.
But he's also on the team with Willie McGinnis. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, don't get it, Teddy. Don't get it, Teddy.
But Teddy
Teddy
hasn't
was
made Pro
in.
Bowls, I think.
No, Teddy nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on now.
Teddy nice.
All right.
Or was
I
it?
hear it.
Or was it Bill Belichick? We could be here all day. If you ask me.
Yeah.
This is our era of growing up and watching football.
Teddy was the architect of that linebacking crew. Like, he was the play caller, the captain. Willie was nice though. Willie and Rodney was back there with Ty. What's Ty Law on that team?
Mm-hmm.
Underrated corner. Underrated corner.
Let's talk about the real, is my point.
Ty Law's underrated.
And none of these guys need to be in front of anybody's camera saying anybody's trash and this person's nice.
That's true.
They don't. It's run the rap sheet, run my stats, and then we'll talk. That's for you, Orlovsky. Like, let's run your stats, and then let's talk. Trent Dilfer, and it's more than them. It's
Jimmy Clausen.
that be showing up. That be showing up to these.
Brady Quinn on college football.
That be showing up for these.
The fact that
and
Brady
be trying
Quinn,
to have debates and trying
Brady Quinn is on the same news show with Matt Lyon and Reggie Bush and Urban Meyer is crazy. A lot of championships up there besides Brady Quinn.
I mean, it was nice in Notre Dame.
Was he?
All right, we just a part of a historic game, which wasn't.
Okay, I'll get the Brady Quinn head off. Johnny Manziel. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like Bart Scott.
Who?
Bart Scott.
Bart was the guy. Can't wait.
Yeah,
Bart
can't
was
wait.
a dog.
Yeah,
No,
Bart was a dog.
I remember that
Bart was a
moment,
dog.
but
I can't
I'm just
get
talking
Bart.
about, we're talking about media and takes.
The way he go, I like the way he go in on Russell, yo. He got to kind of back off Russell a little bit.
Oh, Russell, yeah.
He be going in on Russell, bro.
I mean,
But
Russell Wilson,
Emmanuel Acho.
Yo,
Yeah.
the way he can tone it all the way.
he got to go.
But you know what I'm saying?
Anytime you got time, I was sitting there,
I retired him.
I was thinking of, I had a thinking and perplexing in my mind that this. I'm like, bro, say your take, move it down the hill, bro, because I know it's trash. You know what I'm saying?
He got something. He retired from the NFL. He only played like a couple of years.
Yeah.
You can get a call back.
Say, bro.
I
And
mean,
again,
I'm out of here.
that's what I'm saying. And just to get back to the main point,
Nah, get that hate off.
crazy.
Nah, this is the hate segment.
Get that hate off on the Bengals. Nah,
Sponsors.
get your hate off. I know you don't like that, man.
No, I don't. I don't.
See,
But it's just like, 'cause I don't really recall any game he was impactful in. And again, I'm an Eagles fan, so I remember some training camp notes that you might have been a part of.
Them say he was a pivotal point.
But I mean, even Shady might have said it once during like a live broadcast. He's like, "Yeah, we never really had any like standout linebackers during my time with the Eagles." With Acho sitting right there.
I mean, you know,
Bro, it's main thing is, bro, like, know your role.
Shut your mouth
right.
and know your role.
And know your role. But
You went way off of the skip
but
segment.
but I'm just talking about, because the thing is like we talking about like
Nah, players that be
shows
talking,
that
talking.
shows this is in his lineage, right?
Kendrick be talking like he made buckets like that. Kendrick Perkins really don't make buckets.
But that's where that thin line.
Hey, bro, let's talk it out. I'm gonna say it. I'm
That's
saying, have my back. Steven Jackson be talking like he nice like that too.
Oh yeah, no. Stack definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? But I love the show though. You know what I'm saying? I love the show. Shout him out.
Nah, honestly, Stack can go from all the smoke. I think Matt Barnes is a new person.
Oh,
Hey,
We get the hate off for real today.
Steven Jeff, you played, you was decent, you know,
He put up numbers. He
you put up numbers,
scoring.
and no disrespect. I just don't think you cut off a podcasting. And I just say that because Stack, you can't
Look at the camera, Kenny.
you can't formulate a point. You don't really articulate stuff with your guests. Matt Barnes carries the show.
So tell me about the time, you know.
Hey, right. Take me back to the time where, you know.
But nah, Stack. Some players just take it, want to like have guests come up and talk about themselves.
And I think that's what Stack does. He'll bring up a situation, say, yeah, talk about the time when me and you did this, or talk about the game in Charlotte where I scored 25. Like,
When I shot at them.
Allen Iverson, tell me when I scored 25. Nobody wants to talk when Allen Iverson's here.
When I shot at them dudes after the club.
Yeah.
Right.
This not about that moment or
You trying to get your brother go.
yeah. Like, we get it. You ball, use a real nigga. Like, hey, we want you to talk about, bring the guests, make it entertaining, and get real questions off, real feedback. And I feel like a lot of player podcasts go off their name, go off of what they did on the court, but they don't actually do any research. They don't have real takes or real opinions that actually move the culture. That's why the pivot is so great and what they're doing.
Jeff Teague is really good.
Jeff Teague has a great one. I think there's one more. I think Gil Arenas is they give real dialogue and they get hate off. I think it's a good balance of you can have.
You got Rashad can't say it's crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna have another color commentary person, but like I just feel that you can get your hate off, you can get entertainment value off, but you also have to back it up with stats. And some of those podcasts I just named, I think do a great job of doing that. And All the Smoke, I will say, you guys kind of pioneered that as far as player podcasts, but I think your time is done. I think it's over.
So all you're gonna do is just birth more and more of these pro player, shows and stuff. It's gonna be oversaturated, just like the, these sports shows were. You're gonna be the you're gonna be the death of your own, your own birth. So it's gonna be now. Listen to my show. So, but again, we don't know nothing.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
So, moving right on to other sports stuff, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Skip, man. Hope you know what I'm saying? Man, on your feet, I guess. Ryan Clark, man, you good with me, bro. And Stack, you know what I'm saying? All right.
Nah, Stack, man. Hey, bro, don't get locked up with this boy, Stack. He's selling you down, bro. He flipped on us wrist like that.
Right.
If it's a shot at pivot or all the smoke, he's out of here.
Y'all boys, got y'all hate on him. You say
nah.
bro.
Nah, shout out Matt Barnes though.
Shout out light skin. No guys.
I'm thinking about a few other corny acres I don't like.
Hey, bro, we had enough hate, bro.
Was it Dominique Foxworthy?
Hey.
Dominique, you don't like Dominique?
I think it's
Show me what he did.
Damn.
He was a decent quarter.
Okay.
He don't got G14 classification.
Next topic.
Kenny said, you don't make no Pro Bowl. You can't talk. That's
Right.
crazy.
Don't talk like you him.
He never does, though.
Nah, to be fair, he don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Dominique don't really talk like that. Shady be talking like that.
Yeah.
Shady nice.
But Shady was nice.
Shady was nice.
Yeah.
But do we remember?
He made the all-decade team.
Yeah, do we remember?
What's my
Dominique
man? What's my man that went up to ESPN and had all the hate though? My man Orlando Scandrick. That man went up there to get all his hate off. That jump was crazy,
brother? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
I never saw that.
Even Shannon was like, "Hey, dog. Hey, bro. You don't like the man or something?"
right. Shit, and Shannon told him straight to like, bro, didn't you get cut earlier this year?
Like,
Like, what are we
I
doing?
gotta watch the Orlando Scandrick.
Orlando Scandrick was talking crazy.
And then he went to Fox. This was like a couple years ago, probably. This one they talking crazy.
Like,
You know, Pat Bev went up there talking crap about Chris Paul. That was crazy.
we just gotta be real, bro.
That's crazy. A lot of players don't do well out there if they trade, but that's another topic on another show.
How to do what?
After they trade,
Yeah.
they don't pick. Orlando Scandrick was nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Then Tyrod Taylor, where's he at?
He a backup right now,
Oh,
man.
man.
Jalen Green next. But
You trying to kick her out of his house too.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's not talking.
another topic, but yeah.
Nah, brother, you did the science on that
Just
one. I
saying.
never really thought about it.
Think about it. We'll see Jalen Green next year. We'll
Yeah,
find out.
yeah, baby was shorty.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Maybe.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Don't put that out. Now Jalen Green fall off. It might be a science too.
I'm just saying. That's 3 in a row.
Moving right along to our next episode after you got y'all hate out. Y'all got y'all hate out. Y'all good?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
All the hate. Any more people want to hate out? You know what I'm saying? Shout them out, man.
No, I'm good, bro. We straight.
All right, so moving right along to our
I like Jeff Saturday.
ESPN Top 100
And a Pro Bowl.
professional athletes since 2000. Okay, the ESPN dropped the list. Take it with a grain of salt. It probably sucks. Just looking over it,
You want to give them a quick recap?
I don't agree. But so we're gonna talk. I'm the top 10 that
Okay.
they put out. All right.
Okay.
Michael Phelps was at number 1. Serena Williams was at number 2. Lionel Messi was at number 3. LeBron was number 4. Tom was number 5. Roger Federer was number 6. Simone at number 7. Tiger at number 8. Usain Bolt at number 9. And Kobe at number 10. What's your take on that, fellas? How do you see that top 10 since 2000? Now we're just talking about since 2000.
Yeah. I feel it's a solid top 10. It's a solid top 10. That may be a safe answer, but it's a solid top 10. And most of the time when these lists come out, I'm not really worried about like the pecking order, as far as who should have been 6, who should have been 4, or whatever. I'm just looking at it saying like these are people that you see as your top 10. So in any order. So that's fine with me. Let's just stick there. I'm gonna say it's a good list. It's a good list for all that.
I like it.
I have some additions about it, but I guess I'll let y'all get y'all
I like it.
quick review first.
Most of the list, I like some of the names. I would switch around some of the top 10.
Me too.
Me personally, I think Serena would have been number 1 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would have been Michael Phelps. Then I probably would have went Usain Bolt. Then I would have probably kept LeBron at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Just flipping through, make sure I get everybody. I probably put Roger Federer at number 5. Tom Brady at 6. Simone at 7. No, I'm lying. I'd put Tiger at 5. Roger Federer at number 6.
Tom at 7.
Tom at 7. Simone at 8. Kobe at 9, and I'm forgetting somebody. I put LeBron in there already?
Yeah.
No, I put Messi. I probably put Messi at number 10.
Okay.
So that's what I got. The reason why I put Serena at number 1, 2000, early 2000, Serena was unbeatable.
Yeah.
Unbeatable.
I
Could not,
yeah.
I mean, dominated
Yeah.
Grand Slams,
Mo.
multiple majors,
Mhm.
dominated. I put Michael Phelps at number 2 because, I mean, greatest Olympic swimmer of all time. You know what I'm saying? Who I put number 3? I put Bolt at number 3.
Who?
I put Usain Bolt at number 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
yeah, you just standing around the TV.
if you wasn't there
yeah.
and saw it, I don't think people know how great Usain Bolt was. Like Tyson Gay and some other jokers broke the world record trying to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he made a world record of 9.59.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever gonna get beat. I don't see nobody running that fast in the 100. He was decelerating.
Yeah.
You never seen like Usain with that size, that tall, and he just took off from jokers. You know what I'm saying?
And just an easy, it's just like a smooth running for him too. It on like everybody else, you can kind of see like the effort. It was just like a smooth run.
Yeah, and them guys was like I said, Tyson Gay for America, and a couple other guys was like really good runners.
Yeah.
And they ran like 9.6 and 9. They were world record times they was running.
Mm-hmm.
Just wasn't fast enough for Usain Bolt. So that's why I put him there at number 3 because the dominance that he just showed
Like
in the era.
Like it was like 3 Olympics he showed up.
Yeah, in the era that he had. I kept LeBron at 4, didn't I?
Yeah.
And it was unconventional too, because you got to think Usain Bolt is 6'5".
Yeah.
So for him to run that fast at that height, typically like the fastest runners are under. I think it's under 6 feet.
Yeah.
So
and he did the double. He did a double twice. Like he won the 100 and 200. Like,
yeah.
he was unbeatable. But I think Usain Bolt kind of goes down on the list because you had to be there. You had to. Yeah, you can see it on video, but you had to.
Yeah, and was the anchor. And was the anchor of those. Those 4x2s.
Dominating.
Yeah, those 4x2s and 4x1 teams too.
That Jamaica team dominated.
Yeah.
Dominated. I put LeBron at 4 because LeBron is LeBron. Just social everything. LeBron is LeBron. The one thing I put down the list is Tom. I know Tom won the championship, but like Roger Federer was just like Serena in 2000. It was him and Serena.
exactly.
Winning everything.
Yeah.
Winning everything in 2000. So it was like I pushed Tom down for that. Tiger.
You know what it is on Sunday.
Right.
You know what it is.
Mr. Red Polo,
Like,
Nike Polo.
Mm-hmm.
Like 13 major wins during that span. 11 major wins as number 1 golfer. 9 more than any other player all time. Like, golf is a sport where you'd be lucky to win like on the tour like 4, having a great year win like 4 to 5 tournaments.
Right.
Tiger was winning like 9 or 8 in a year. Like golf is not supposed to be like that. And then he was a superstar. Like I think like some of the younger ones that didn't see Tiger, didn't grow up in there, don't know how big of a star Tiger was.
They didn't know scandal.
Tiger was like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he won the Masters on a torn ACL, bro.
Yeah.
Serena, that's why I put Serena number 1. Serena won a major, the French Open, pregnant. It's crazy work right there. That's crazy.
Shout out to Shady, man.
Yeah.
Good work.
That's crazy work. And then, I put Simone in there. I put Kobe at number 9. 2000 Kobe. Didn't he win them 2 championships?
Yeah, Orlando and
Boston.
Yeah. That's like early 2000 Kobe was unstoppable Kobe. That's where you learned that turnaround jumper. I had to dunk on everybody, Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you learn that turnaround jumper.
Yeah, I was fighting cases on and off the court.
Right.
It's different.
Yeah, that Kobe. But Ron, how you feel about it?
I mean, I agree with you guys. I think the list, like you said, the top 10 is interchangeable, but I think it's a great list. I won't do like a top 10, but I will say, yeah, definitely Serena would be my number 1. You got to respect Michael Phelps being the most decorated male Olympian, swimmer. Number 2, I would give it to Lionel Messi at number 3, just kind of what he does for the sport, not only just globally, but how he's even popularizing it in America now.
Yeah.
So that's big time. I think we all agree LeBron probably stays at number 4. And the number 5, I'd probably say, honestly, I'd probably put Tiger at number 5.
Yeah, we got Tiger at 2, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously, you want to do honorable mention, I'd probably put Roger Federer at number 6. But, I mean, you got to think about it. You guys already hit all the points, but, I mean, not only just like Serena being number 1 for 186 weeks, which is like 3 years. She dominated, and not
like 3-0 with her sets.
Yeah, and not to even put it like on to put race in this, but like she dominated the sport that didn't even accept us. It was a sport that was not for no black girls playing sports, and no black girls playing tennis in the 90s or playing tennis at all.
Yeah,
and for her to come from Compton, where
West Coast,
yeah, shout out, but like us. And just to dominate the way she did, to make it just a sport that is popularized everywhere, where people of all races are now playing this and made it to what it is now. It's big time.
Golf out here.
You can say the same thing for Tiger Woods.
Tiger. That's Serena and Tiger brought a demographic. Even though you can argue with older black folk though that golf black people have always golfed. I think Tiger made it more popular because if you go out to like some of these golf courses, black folk do golf. It just wasn't as notarized as it is now. I think black folk always golf. We weren't allowed to.
We weren't allowed to
golf for certain things. But now
Tiger served as a lot of caddies at a lot of
exactly.
Tiger made it where like it was cool to golf again. Like you know what I'm saying, the fits, the hat, the red, the clubs. Like, I mean, I think he started a generation of golfers though.
Right.
Tiger's appeal did start a generation of golfers.
And so that's why I put Tiger at number 5, because it's like you also look at impact, and that's big too.
Wasn't no bigger starter. I'm telling y'all wasn't there. We was like teenagers.
When he started dominating, we were like it's like 2000,
middle school teenagers.
Yeah,
bruh. Tiger had ain't nobody had a Gatorade since. Tiger had his own Gatorade,
and he had his own golf game.
Yeah, like Tiger had his own Gatorade and Tiger Woods golf. Right. Tiger,
not PGA golf. Tiger Woods golf. Like impact.
Like that was crazy. Like you ain't seen dude on the Gatorade. You might see a couple like promo stuff, but Tiger had it was Gatorade and it was Tiger's Gatorade. You know what I'm saying? Everything Tiger touched, bro. Talk about some people that might be too. I think Aaron Donald at 20 is way too high.
I'll jump in real quick while you're looking. I think they got Floyd Mayweather too low.
That too.
I think they got Floyd Mayweather too low. He's at 25 currently, right?
Yeah. Kevin Garnett at 23 is too high.
Floyd Mayweather should easily be in the top 15. I'm not gonna go so far to say top 10. He should easily be in the top 15. Y'all know our platform. Y'all know I speak on boxing a lot. Floyd Mayweather probably single-handedly carried the sport of boxing, professional boxing, by himself for years. For a lot of things you mentioned, prior on this podcast is that, people just paid to see him lose. Yeah. It wasn't even about the opponent. It was like we hope this time he loses.
Yeah.
He played a villain in a lot of those press conferences. What do they call him? The heel?
Yeah.
He was the heel for a lot of these fights. But somehow it's still 50-0. You know what I mean? Just
5 is top 15 should have been him.
He should be in the top 15 for me.
I think Randy Moss at 27 is kind of low for cultural impact. Like
Moss.
Yeah. Boston.
Like 27 is, I think, Nikola Jokic at 28. Did he just get active in the late 2000s? Like, what are we like?
Yeah, it's a little too early for him.
Like at 28 over some people. I'm just going down this list a little bit. I won't go too far. Maya Moore not being the first women basketball player, even though Tamika Catchings was nice. Maya Moore has to have that first women basketball spot. I mean, what, a 4-time champion? Ain't she like a 3 or 4-time champion? 4-time WNBA champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist,
MVP too.
2014 WMVP.
And she did it in such a short time span too.
2015,
Yeah.
5-time
Oh yeah, it
All.
was from like day one. Just stepped in.
Yeah.
Just went to work.
Yeah,
She only played like less than like 10 years.
5-time All WNBA Rookie of the Year. You got 2-time NBA champion.
Yep.
2-time NCAA champion. Was part of a 90-game win streak and 2 perfect seasons at UConn.
Yep.
Like,
you different.
Like, Maya Moore
A
was
bucket. A
different. Kevin Durant at 39. How y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I disagree.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, boss.
So you think go higher or lower?
So I think he should definitely be lower. But what's interesting too, and what I would even move up, who I would move up to take his place is Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter's at 53.
Wow.
But was that? But
And
what did Derek do? Read what he did in the 2000s though. I know Derek got off in the 90s, but 2000s did he win? Did he win World
So they
Series?
said since January 1st, he was a 2-time World Series champ,
Okay.
2000s World Series MVP.
Okay. Yeah, Derek Jeter.
Right.
I didn't know how Derek Jeter got off because Giannis is at 42. Like some people was like recency bias.
Recent bias.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Giannis at 42. Alex Rodriguez
I'm about to say, where's A-Rod at?
won 3-time AL
He
MVP.
lower, higher.
11-time All-Star. Like,
And now you guys can speak to this as football guys. How you feel about Calvin Johnson at 57? I don't see it. I think he should be lower. As great as he was,
it was.
he was great on the
They
bad
were
team.
doing punt return coverages for my man. Though.
Yeah.
It was very
Crazy.
crazy.
Like he was a gunner.
They used to double him, right?
Yeah.
But then like they got like little like I could tell like his bias like David Ortiz. Why is he at 45? Like he had a couple of good seasons, but he wasn't like.
I mean, you talk about legendary moments.
Yeah, I know, but
He
he
had
at
legendary
45
moments.
I'm about to say.
over top of Derek Jeter, David Ortiz on top of Derek Jeter.
I
is
disagree
crazy.
with that. Yeah.
You know,
And since we talking about it, if I had to
Jimmy
say the
Johnson
same,
from NASCAR kind of low.
the same argument that you have for Calvin, why he should be higher. I mean, why is Randy up there? I mean, before I say this, hold on, because neither one of them won a chip, right?
No, but Randy's cultural impact was just
Okay.
Right.
All right, so we just talking about cultural impact.
on top of his stats, his cultural impact.
No, Randy's stats is crazy.
Yeah.
So I understand why he's that high.
And Calvin just had stats, but no
Yeah,
impact.
just stats.
Yeah.
But he was
You
dominant.
see some people like I know I don't watch NASCAR, but Jimmy Johnson in the 2000s he won 7 in a row. It's crazy at 47. So some of these things I think is like more recency bias than if I like the sport.
Yeah.
But Derek Jeter that low is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like with NASCAR is probably not as polarizing as, the
Steve
other
Nash
sports.
is over Derek Jeter. That's wild. Adrian Beltre. There's a lot of baseball players over Derek Jeter though.
Yeah. I would want to know, like, I guess the criteria what they chose. Like,
They got Alex Ovechkin at 54. He carried Washington to the Stanley Cup, didn't he?
and Ed Reed in 99,
Yeah, we ain't disrespectful.
and Charles Woodson at 100.
We ain't disrespectful.
Oh, J.J. Watt was at 58. Yo,
Over Darrell Reeves.
over the world.
Darrell's up there like 95.
Like, stop it, bro.
Dang, they put Candace at 60.
They got Aaron Donald in like the top 20s, I think.
Ray Lewis at 61. Yeah, J.J. Watt over Ray Lewis. Hall of Fame.
But Aaron Donald isn't even one of, like, I guess, the greatest at his position.
You had to show me his stats. But in I'll give him this much. In like the 2000s era, he is.
So this is where
he's our version of Reggie White. I give him that.
This is where I have a problem with some of the bias. I watch all the sports. How do you have Allison Felix, great track star?
Yeah.
But you at 63, but you don't have none of the Jamaican women that beat her consistently. Like Shelly Ann Fraser Price.
Yeah.
How is she not?
It's crazy.
That don't make sense, right?
she was down. But like I think Shelly won the 200, but Allison won 200 too. She won like
Allison
11
4x2s,
yeah.
a 7-time gold medalist, but like
She ran the 4, the 8.
Shelly Ann Fraser Price won like 4 gold medals and world championships in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was dominating the sport. Couldn't nobody Tisha Carey beat them? Wasn't nobody beating them.
With Jamaica's women.
Her.
I'm saying like I'm saying.
I'm not saying all these people don't deserve to be on here.
Okay.
I'm just saying I can see how some of this is just like, what are we talking about? Like it's recency bias.
But I did like they try to cover all bases.
James Harden in 67. James Harden in 67.
The beard.
Now he had impact. He went on the stretch run. He changed the rules from like 2015 to 2018 when he was on the Rockets. Like
the step back.
He had a step back, and as far as like how they called the game as far as fouls, like they had to change it back so he had the advantage of 15 shots at the free throw line and maybe 10 shots.
She had 77, but she beat Alex Field. 8-time Olympic medalist, 3-time Olympic gold medalist, record 5-time 100-meter world title.
I'm saying, but she was winning in what, like the 4x1, the 100.
She was winning the 100.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Allison, she was winning like at the 2, the 4. You know what I'm saying? Like
they got Bernard at 78.
I don't remember B-Hop's career.
I don't remember B-Hop. That's kind of high. So they got Cheryl below least. They got Cheryl below all of them. That's crazy. I know we're going on about this pod, but I'm just looking at Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah, but her time was more so in the 90s. I think when the league started, they won the chips like the first four. And that was like 3 of them were in the 90s.
They put Kawhi on here.
Yeah, you're going to wrap this up.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, player. Anything I need to add? You got anything on the list?
No, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? We got our hate off both times on the list and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that made the list, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's peace. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the anchors and sports people we don't like.
I tell you ain't on that top 100 list. Emmanuel Acho. Dan Oblowski.
But nah, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that made the list, man. You know what I'm saying? We be having fun on here. Some of this hate be real, some of it don't be real. I think that Emmanuel Acho hate is real, though. And the way he sounded about Stat, I think that hate is real, too.
That might be.
Oh, yeah, that's a personal.
Yeah, that's two sincere ones, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But the only way you can hear it is by hitting the damn button
Sir.
And subscribing to the channel and catching us everywhere you get your podcast at Apple, Spotify, Amazon. I'm missing one. iHeart. Catch us on YouTube. That's Apple.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah. You catch us on YouTube every Monday at 5 p.m. because this is the premier spot to catch sports with the average guys. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me on Instagram at Anthony E. Great.
Sure.
You can follow my man Kenny at Finesse the Gram. Follow my man Ron at Cold World 32. But you can follow all of us at IDK Sports Pod on the Instagram page. Let us know how we doing, man. Hit the subscribe button, like button, share button. Let your mother, father, anybody know. This is the premier spot to catch sports with the average guys. Yeah. Another great show, another great Monday. We'll see y'all next time. I'll holla.